Well, good morning. I'm Nelson, and welcome to my channel, The Nell B Life. It's a beautiful day in Charlotte, and I'm excited about the ride today. I'm going to meet up with some friends, and we're going to ride up to Lake Lure. I haven't been there since Hurricane Helene had passed through, so I'm really interested to see what it looks like. I understand the roads are open down to Lake Lure. However, you still can't travel through Chimney Rock. So we're going to go as far as we can go. There's a great lunch spot there that we'll stop at. So stay tuned and come along with us. Travel along, and I'll introduce you to the riders as we join together. All right, Nell B on the road once again. So we're going to take an off-interstate route up to Lake Lure, starting out in Charlotte, crossing over the Catawba River into Gaston County, where the first town is Belmont. We'll cut through Belmont and then make our way over to Gastonia. Now in Gastonia on Hudson Boulevard, we're headed towards Crowder's Mountain, and it's always a pleasant sight to see Crowder's Mountain in the distance when we head this way. And we're going to cut over to Linwood Road in Gastonia, which is a curvy road that passes by the golf course and then arrives at the foot of the Crowder Mountain Range. It is such a scenic area to ride through as we head through the Crowder's Mountain area, and I enjoy going this way. On our right, there used to be a golf course along this area. This curve ahead is slightly banked, but actually you need to take it a bit slower than you think because it becomes pretty sharp. And now we're getting into the curvy part of this route, which is a fun ride. On the right is the quaint Pisgah ARP Church. Ahead is the Crowder's Mountain, and this is the side that has the Tower Mountain Trail. There are several hiking trails along the mountain range, so you need to check that out. It's a beautiful hike, and some of the hike will even lead down into South Carolina. The Crowder's Mountain Range gained its designation as a state park in 1973 after local citizens and conservation groups became concerned about mineral companies wanting to explore the possibility of mining for lithium and other mineral rights. Before Europeans started to settle in this area, it was once the mark for the Catawba and Cherokee Indians' hunting grounds, and it was later used for agricultural purposes. To the left is the beautiful Crowder's Mountains golf course. We're going to stop here briefly because I want to show a hidden gem to many who live in Gaston County and may not know about this. The 5-star courses.
Gaston does?
Yeah, that a lot of people don't know.
Wow.
They've turned down PGA tournaments.
Wow.
For their members don't want it. You know, back in the early 1900s, They were generating electricity through hydroelectricity.
Yep.
In fact, over in Belmont, the A&E plant there was the first to have electricity.
Yeah. You get some frame over there.
But this flows from Kings Mountain State Park all the way through
Is there a lake or something?
Crowder's Creek. Yeah.
Oh, Crowder's Creek.
Mm-hmm. We're now continuing our ride through Crowder's Mountain State Park. We're now crossing to South Carolina and entering the Kings Mountain National Park. And it's the site of a significant Revolutionary War battle that was fought on October 7, 1780. This battle was the first major American victory, marking a substantial success after the British invaded Charleston in May of 1780. We're going to make a brief stop at one of my favorite summertime locations, Strawberry Hills, USA, just outside of Chesney, South Carolina. These fields during the growing season have strawberries, there are peach trees, apple trees, and a number of other fruit-bearing plants. And one of their specialty in their cafe is homemade ice cream. It's a delightful place to stop off, so check it out. So now we're back on the road. This is Highway 11, the Cherokee Scenic Highway, and we're going to make our way down to Highway 9 and cut that over to Lake Lure. So this is a nice rural road. You have the mountains scalloping, the horizon, and it's very peaceful and scenic. I love this route. We came upon some slower moving traffic, so of course I had to twist the throttle to get on around them because we're making our way to lunch and it's lunchtime. On the left is this nice little dam along the Green River. I was trying to get a video of it to show you, but didn't adjust the camera in time. But it's a nice view as we continue down 9. As I look over to the right along this creek, I see evidence of how the water had overrun its banks and started up the side of this hill. Good thing this road is so elevated above the river that this particular road didn't suffer any damage. And I didn't see any landslide indications along the left side as well. So for me, as we're approaching Lake Lure, this is the money shot where you first get a clearer view of Lake Lure. This is a postcard shot, in my opinion, as I come down to this intersection. The restaurant we're going to is straight ahead, the Lake House on Lake Lure. Beautiful setting, perfect view of the lake, outdoor dining as well as indoor dining. So we're going to go in and check it out.
trees being down and everything.
The road was washed away.
Oh, God.
So we've made it to our lunch spot, which is the Lake House and Bar Grill, right on beautiful Lake Lure. And I am so happy to see that there is still beauty after the tremendous damage. So we're gonna go in and get something to eat. Hopefully we'll get a waterside view of what's out here. But it's been a great ride getting here. I love that t-shirt. I'm gonna get one of those this year.
Design for this year is a lot different. It's pretty cool, like, really cool.
Yeah, I've seen it on the website, so I'm looking forward to
Did you order you one?
receiving it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good table. I'll wait for Nick to show him the way. Nick. We see some new construction. This dock is different than what it was prior to the storm. But I'm really amazed of the structures that did survive, like these small houses, this beautiful bridge, and the water looks clear. It's a different shade. It's not as blue as prior to the storm. I'm not sure if that's sand effect or what causes that, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I won't say surprised, but relieved of the beauty that still remains. After lunch, we're going to ride further into Lake Lure to see how far we can go. I ordered the smash burger with cheese and garlic aioli sauce. It was delicious. So after lunch, we're going to venture down into Chimney Rock. Well, first we'll actually go further into Lake Lure, see how far we can go, and then we'll determine from there how much further we'll go towards Chimney Rock. But they've done a magnificent job cleaning up this area, removing debris that had fallen. Certainly they did a great job removing the debris out of the lake in this area. So I really am interested to see how things look now after Helene. So let's see. So far in this area, things look the same as it looked last year when I was here. So I'm really interested to see at what point do you see more evidence of damage from the storm. So we're entering the beach area of Lake Lure. On the left is one of my favorite restaurants, La Strada's. It has the balcony dining that overlooks the lake, very scenic. And ahead on the left is the famous Lake Lure Inn. So I'm going to pull over here and take a look around. So we are at the lake of Lake Lure, and see how the shore has receded, but they've cleaned the beach off. Once there was a harbor structure over there to the left, and now it's just some floating docks, no overhead coverage. See, the gazebo survived. Here we're at the Lake Lure Inn.
That used to be a really hot biker bar. All of the bikes be every weekend. That place would be packed when you get in the park.
So there's the beach. One of my longtime favorite restaurants in Lake Lure, where we are now, is over here on top of the hill. It's La Strada's at the lake. Good food there, nice venue, nice view. From there, sitting out on the patio, you can see the rock formation. That's Chimney Rock. Let's see if we can see it from here. Yes. The tree foliage is blocking the rock, but we're going to go a little bit further, see how far we can go around the curve and get a view of the Chimney Rock structure itself, for which the village is named after. But Nick and Phil are with me, hanging out. We're having a great day.
Looks like it is a little town area up there, and you got a car. They had a Harley t-shirt shop up there at one time. Really, just little shops line the sides of the road up there. I wonder if
As we ride along the continuing 6474 towards Chimney Rock, I'm amazed at all of the hard work that went into cleaning up this area as I compared the visions of the videos and the photos taken right after Helene compared to how things are now 6 months later. The roads are in great shape up to this point, and as you can see, they've done a tremendous job cleaning up the debris and hauling that out. You still have a constant parade of heavy-duty dump trucks either coming or going from the area. However, it's just amazing how well they've done cleaning this portion up. Entering where once the flowering bridge stood. Just a portion of the structure is still there. Over to your right, you can see that portion. Of course, all of the vegetation has been removed or destroyed, and there's the missing part of the bridge now that we're crossing over. And now I'm astonished where once stood structures along the left side, which is the river side. Now you can see clear indication of the power of the water and the floods that have knocked buildings off their foundation or completely destroyed them, and they're no longer there.
Man, that's unbelievable.
It is.
See how heavy that bridge is built?
It's sunken all right. Look at this. You had buildings all down through here, and this drive, the water and the power just washed the foundation away from this building, wash away everything underneath. My gosh, There used to be a tiki bar back here. The river has relocated. It's amazing that these structures were able to survive even though there's damage. But a rebuilding is underway. How beautiful and calm things are now versus how it was 6 months ago when the storm was at its peak, its highest. Look at that. Hopefully that can be saved, that building. Look at the sand, you can see where the water line had risen when brought the bleached out rocks, boulders. It's amazing to see. So peaceful today and beautiful. But rebuilding is taking place. It's going to take a long while, but one day it's going to be rebuilt probably better than it was before. Look at that dust devil. I hope he'll die off before he gets here. When he gets over this river, he'll die off. Yep. So this is the point we turned around because just ahead was blocked. So now we are heading back home, going back up 6474 with the plans of taking this around up into Roof into Rutherfordton. So 74 East leading back to Rutherfordton is all clear. You'll have no problem whatsoever. Come and check out Lake Lure. Well, I had a fantastic day of riding today. Thank you, Phil and Nick, for coming along. We enjoyed the beautiful weather. The sights were beautiful. I was so pleased for the portion of Lake Lure where we were, the devastation that had taken place. Most of it, if not all of it, has been cleared up. There were a lot of buildings that survived. The restaurant that we ate at, Lake House on Lake Lure, the food was delicious. My meal was delicious. I believe Nick was disappointed with the barbecue that he selected. But I got a smash burger. It was nice and juicy. It was very good. And Phil got his sandwich and he enjoyed his as well. But the ride was the main attraction, and we had a great time riding through there. The roadways, if you're interested in going to Lake Lure, we traveled in from Charlotte, but we took a long loop that basically went through Kings Mountain Battleground Park. Then we went down into Blacksburg, cut through Gaffney on Highway 11, which is also called the Cherokee Scenic Highway. And then we took 9 after 11 and came into Lake Lure that way. And the roadways were in great condition. No damage to that. The asphalt is in good shape, so if you plan to travel that way, you'll have no problem at all getting to Lake Lure. So I'm right around the corner from the house. I'm looking forward to getting back in. But thank you for watching. Thank you for following along. As always, if you're ever in the Charlotte area and you want to get out and go for a ride, contact me. I'd love to get together so that we can ride together. I'm also looking forward to a great ride, something that's been on my bucket list for about 15 years, and In a few weeks, I'm going to be riding to Key West. So I'm really excited about that, looking forward to that. So stay tuned for a video on how we progress and hopefully made it safe to Key West and back. So until the next time, I'm Nelson, and this is the Nell B Life. And if you hadn't already subscribed, please consider to do so. If you like what we're doing, gives me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment about anything that you like. And until the next time, I'm out.